Okay, now the bread dough has risen. Now I had to do it a second time. I degassed it, which you've seen me do before in previous videos, and added a little bit more oatmeal and then set it to proof for an hour again. That's why I didn't record it this time. You've seen me do that before. With this recipe, you then have to put the pot oven or Dutch oven in the oven to heat up, and it heats up for half an hour. You must line your Dutch oven with baking paper or this will stick to it, and that will not be a fun thing to clean out of cast iron. Then you just transfer it to Dutch oven very carefully. Not a problem at all, it comes right out into the Dutch oven. And get the paper nicely out of the way, and fooey a little bit stuck to Dutch oven. Ah, good, came right off because it was hot. I think I might put a video up at some point showing how to take care of Dutch ovens. I don't know if many people have them or want to know, but if you would like to see how to take care of cast iron cookware, just comment below. Now I'll just put this in the oven and we cook it for 30 minutes at 233 Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit. I need to get a little bit closer. Oh, that's what this is for, silly woman. Remember? There we go. Now get a little closer. When they first showed me this little shelf, I thought that was such a clever little thing to add. Because it just makes it so I can eventually reach everything. So now I will cook that, or bake that I should say, for about half an hour. Check it and then come and show you how it turned out. The bread's been baking for 30 minutes and I wrestled it out of the oven. It looks done. It's good to put this on the hob. I also discovered that my induction hob likes cast iron, so I can actually make a soup sometime in this thing for you and show you how that works. So tip it out of the pot, just got it out, peel the paper off, which protected the inside of the cast iron pot from any stickiness, which is nice. Yep, sounds done. And it's quite hot, but I don't know, I just really want to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and see if it cuts. It needs to harden up a bit, it needs to cool a bit. Well, I just have to be patient, that's all. Right, kind of thought so. Be back. Okay, I let it cool for about 15 minutes. So it should be firm enough to cut now, and it is. It looks quite lovely. Oh, look at that. Dense, soft, and gorgeous. Now let's have a piece of it. I'm going to just tear off a chunk for myself. And I have some homemade butter. It's softer, so it spreads more easily. just looks beautiful. Being a bit naughty, I'm not actually supposed to eat bread, but this I have to have. It's just gorgeous. And my tummy and I will work it out later. The flavour is so much more robust with the wholemeal bread that I used. Yeah, I'm going to eat the whole piece. And this bread is so straightforward. It is so easy to make. For some reason, this man hasn't put out any new videos in almost a year. I don't know why, but his channel is still up, and all of the recipes are like this. They're just so simple and delicious. So even if you don't feel like you're a very good baker, if you don't think that you can very successfully turn out a good loaf, this you can do. And it is unbelievably good. Get some nice salty butter on it. And it is quite a treat. It really is quite a treat. It will be well worth the argument I'll be having with my tummy later, because this is so good. I don't think I've eaten bread in years, but it's good. Okay, that's it for me, but grab a napkin, I forgot to get. But as you can see, it's time, but it is not effort. The stirring anyone can do. I mean, it's difficult for me, but if I can do it, then anyone with any strength and their arms at all can do it. And it's just a matter of letting it have the hours that it needs to proof. So in total, because I have to proof it overnight, and then after you degas it, stir it, you have to proof it again for an hour, and then you bake it for half an hour. Now his recipe, he says to bake it for half an hour and then for another 15 minutes to finish the crust. I think he says if needed, but it isn't needed because as you can see the crust is quite brown. It has a nice crunch to it. The lighting isn't so good today because of the daylight and because I forgot to turn the light on. Boo. Let me go do that so that you can see this better. Can't believe I did that. Just completely forgot to turn the light on. No. Anyway, you can see that the bread has a nice, dense, soft, but dense texture. The crust isn't too thick, it's not too tough. It's actually crusty. It's a nice, filling, satisfying loaf of bread. Oatmeal honey. And it's delicious, easy to bake. Anyone can do it. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about trying the Dutch oven, the poor man's Dutch oven that he does, where he clips the 2 pans together. I'm thinking about trying that again now that I'm using more water, just to see, because I do know that some things won't work the same in different environments because I've lived in a few countries. So I do know that atmosphere makes a difference. But just to be fair, I'll see if adding more water makes it work, because if some of you can't get a cast iron Dutch oven for whatever reason, don't have space for it or whatever, then you might be able to use the 2 bread pans. So I'll try that another time just to see if it works. But this was quite nice. I hope that you enjoyed it and let me know what you think.